All right, let's get started. Let me share my screen. Let me know in the chat if you can see it. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. My name's Christine, and I am so excited to share this with you because this is like years in the making. Finally, my manifestation is coming to fruition. So, this is all about achieving your goal weight and maintaining it using your thoughts. That's where it starts. It's internal work first. So, I'm going to go over like how I was stuck just being in a body that I just wasn't comfortable in. I know the before picture, some people say, oh, you look great in the before picture. To me, I felt fluffy, like I felt bigger than I wanted to be. I wanted like a leaner, toner physique, like just more slender with some muscle definition. And I'll share more about that, but I've got it. I got it now. Yay. And I want to show you and give you the breakthrough that I had, especially if you're feeling stuck as well. And it doesn't even have to be your goal weight. Can apply to any goal you have. So, quick agenda. I'm going to do a little intro, my intentions for this, and tell a little bit of my story from stuck to success and the mindset shift that basically changed my life. Because once I understood this and got to my goal weight and have maintained it, I've been able to hit on more goals and bigger goals. And I'm doing this masterclass and I'm coaching people, and it's amazing. And then I'll have a QA at the end as well. So a bit about me. I was born in Queens, New York, and I have a lot of family in New York, so I'm still a big New York fan. But I lived most of my life in Massachusetts. I moved there when I was about 7. So I am a northeastern girl, northeastern of the United States. But recently I moved to North Carolina, so I'm new to the South, but I don't miss the snow. Dealt with that too many years. I like the warm weather better. I'm also a mom and a wife. So those are my 2 little kids. That's Vinny. He's going to turn 5 tomorrow, which, oh my God, I can't believe he's going to be 5 already. Wow, time flies. And Gia, who's going to be 8 next month, and my husband, Danny. And we also have a dog, Punks, who's not in the photo, but you got to get a photo of him. Anyway, my background is actually a graphic designer. So I love art. It's basically what I've been doing full time for the past 20 years or so. And I also was a dancer most of my life. When I was younger, I took ballet, jazz, and tap. And then as I got older, I got into hip hop, and I was a hip hop dancer, teacher, and choreographer. So I want to ask you, what do you want to get out of this? What is your intention? So go ahead and post in the chat what you intend to get out of this masterclass. My intention for you is to understand better what's really holding you back from having your best body and inspire you with the identity shift and mindset hack that got me out of feeling stuck to finally getting success. So, quick little backstory. I was just in the stuck cycle of always wanting to have a slimmer body. Sometimes it was like, oh, I just got to lose that last 10 pounds. But then sometimes it got up to like 15 pounds and 20 pounds. It was just like this never ending roller coaster of losing the weight and then gaining it back, or losing a few pounds, gaining it back, doing really good on my diet, and then overeating mindlessly on junk food. And it was so frustrating to me. I would be so hopeful and be like, okay, I got it this time. I would do well. And then something would happen where one day I would go over my calorie limit, or I would end up eating something that I wasn't planning to, or just emotions got in the way. Like I was overwhelmed or stressed out, and I just felt this urge to just start eating and just zone out and mindlessly comfort myself with all kinds of junk food. And in the moment, I was like, oh, I don't care, whatever. Let's just eat whatever I want. But then later on, I would feel so guilty and like shameful and like, why did I do that? Like, that just defeats my whole purpose. So I remember telling my friend Jody, I mean, this went on for like all through my 20s, all my through my 30s. I'm now 42. So this is a long struggle. And I remember telling my friend Jody, like, I'm doing everything. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, I'm doing all these mindset hacks. I'm doing the nutrition work. I'm, I'm counting my calories. I'm visualizing my end result. I'm doing journaling about it. I'm robotic affirming that I already have my goal weight and every night visualizing the number on the scale that I want to see. And like nothing was happening for like months, years, like just the same frustration until finally one night I found the answer. I was watching an interview of a woman that was going through the same thing, but hers seemed more extreme. She was fluctuating like 50 pounds at a time. And she realized that the key to her success of finally slimming down to her ideal weight and maintaining it was what she called the kindness method, where instead of beating herself up for saying, oh, you blew it, you're off your diet, why don't you just go eat whatever you want and mindlessly eat and then have that play out for days or weeks and gain the weight back. Instead of going through that pattern, she said she would talk to herself as if she were talking to a friend, like being compassionate and saying, hey, it's okay. You had the second cookie, but you know what? You don't have to eat the whole cupboard of junk food along with it. Like just get right back on track. You got this. You're really smart. You can do this. You got this. And she's a behavioral change expert. So she works very closely with people that want to change behaviors or addictions. And it just resonated with me. It hit me so hard. I was like, yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm beating myself up when I don't go to plan. So from then on, I was like, all right, I'm going to be like my best friend. I'm going to cheer myself on when my plans go to shit. Like when I don't follow through and I went over my calories or I had a stressful day and overate or I ate something sugary and my brain is just wanting more sugar, more cookies, more ice cream. I'm just going to cheer myself on and say, "No, you got this. This is hard right now. I know this is a pattern that plays out, but you got this. You're going to feel amazing if you just stick it out. You don't need the food. You can calm yourself down without the food." And it was hard at first to be able to break that pattern, but I would just keep cheering myself on, even for like all the small wins, like, or even just throughout the day, I'd be like, oh, you're the best. You're amazing. You got this. It's like I had this cheerleading coach in my head all day long, like confetti in my head all day long. Be like, let's go. Let's get to that goal. You know you want it. It's your destiny. It's your mission. It's your passion. You want to live in that best body. Yes, you got this. And I would celebrate all these little successes. Like if I decided to eat healthy that day or just a healthy meal instead of eating junk food, I'd be like, yes, girl, look at you. You're doing it. You're living your ideal life. And when I was able to like stop myself from overeating, especially when I was stressed out, yes, girl, you got this. I know it's hard. I know you got the cravings going on in your head, but you got this. Like you can calm down. You can come back to being calm, even though it's overwhelming right now. You got a lot of things in your head. We'll just break it down. We'll take one step at a time. You can come back to calm. You don't need the food to comfort yourself. You can calm yourself down without the food. And sometimes I was really successful at it, and sometimes I wasn't. And for the times that I wasn't successful, instead of beating myself up about it, which I usually would do, I would just think about it all night, how I messed up and, how I got to get back on track and blah, blah, blah. And, you're a terrible person. And oh my God, I can't believe you did that. I cut all that out and I was like, all right, we're going hard. We're going right back at it. What are we going to do next time? We're going to interrupt that pattern. You got this. It's going to be better next time. And I just focused on improving and getting better and practicing breaking that old pattern. And after 2.5 months, I noticed I was getting slimmer, but I wasn't weighing myself because the scale also makes me emotional. So, so I was like, oh, I'm starting to get slimmer. I noticed my stomach was getting flatter. I put on skinny jeans that I know didn't fit me prior, like they were always tight on me, and they actually fit, and I was shocked. And I was like, "Oh my God, wait, these are like very tiny clothes, like that didn't fit me before." And in such a short amount of time, I mean, it felt long to me, 2.5 months, but and realistically, 2.5 months, it's pretty quick. I definitely dropped, I don't know, I probably dropped like 20 pounds. Like I got on the scale after I tried my skinny jeans on, and I was in shock. I was like, wait a second. Got on the scale and I was 7 pounds less than my goal weight. I just flew right past my goal weight without even knowing. And here I am, like, oh my God, I have arrived and then some. I was like, holy crap, that worked. And through the process, it was just fun. It's just fun to celebrate. It's fun to uplift myself. It was the inner work that changed it all. It was the inner conversations I was having myself that was the thing that was keeping me stuck. And once I changed that inner conversation, I became my best friend. I cheered myself on. I got to my goal without even like realizing it. So here's what it looked like. And here's what it's called a pattern interrupt. It's very popular in psychology and NLP, and Tony Robbins talks about it a lot, where your thoughts lead to your feelings, which lead to your actions, which lead to your results. So here's an example of what my thoughts were when I blew my plan. I would say, oh my God, I blew it. I might as well eat whatever I want now. So it would put me in a feeling of discouraged, disappointment, and frustration, which would just make me mindlessly eat junk food to comfort myself because I'm in this feeling of crap, like this low energy discouragement. And then that was the result of me gaining the weight back. So I broke that pattern only by changing my thoughts. Because when you change your thoughts, you change your feelings, which changes your actions. Everything else just automatically happens. It starts with the thoughts. So when I had a thought of, I already blew it, might as well go get some more ice cream or a big bowl of cereal, I'd be like, no, 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 it's okay. I've had plenty of food. I can stop right now. I am in control. You got this, girl. You got this, girl. And it's hard to break a habit, especially if you've been doing this for, I mean, this was all through my 20s, all through my 20 years in the making of this pattern that I'm trying to break through. It was hard to break at first, but when I took control of my thoughts and I reminded myself to do this, it would make me feel empowered, where I could eat mindfully and slowly and be satisfied with less food because I was less focused on, I blew it and all those guilty feelings. I was in a place of empowerment. So I could taste the food. I could, taste the texture and enjoy the food. And then with consistency and improving, I slowly over time achieved a slimmer body. And then there was all kinds of other amazing successes that came out of this. Like I'm eating so much healthier because I notice when I do eat vegetables afterwards, I feel really good. I feel light, I feel lean, my mind is clear. I just have better energy. Especially in the afternoons, I would get tired, and typically in my old pattern, I would be craving cookies. And now that I know that cucumber slices make me feel really good when I have that afternoon crash, I actually feel really amazing just eating cucumber slices, or sometimes I'll put some toppings on them. And I actually really enjoy eating healthy because it makes me feel good. If I eat something like cake or brownies, cookies, all my favorite sweet treats, I notice that I feel tired afterwards, especially if I've had too much. So I still like to have those foods because it's enjoyable in the moment. It just doesn't make me feel good after. So I eat small portions of them. And that's how I've been able to eat the foods I love in moderation. And I don't even really want them every day now, like maybe like once every 3 days or once a week or just here and there. Like I more just like want to try new foods. Like I like to try a variety of foods. But yeah, just and that's what I've always wanted. I always wanted to eat healthy, but be able to have other foods in moderation. And not just vegetables, like protein and some fruit and all the healthy fats like nuts and avocados and yeah, like a variety of healthy foods, not just vegetables. But and then another amazing thing is I've been able to quit artificial sweeteners, which I have been addicted to for I don't even know how long, because I always thought, oh, there's 0 calorie and I get my sweetness. Like it's a sugar addict's dream, right? But I noticed, and even with the natural sweeteners, the natural 0 calorie sweeteners like stevia, I don't know how you pronounce it, or monk fruit, those also would give me like brain fog later on in the day. Um, Even if I had like a small amount of it. So I was like, oh, well, let me just try and go a day without any sweeteners. And I would cheer myself on through it. Yes, it's noon and we haven't had any artificial sweeteners. We got this. You go, girl. And then it's 5 o'clock. We haven't had any artificial sweeteners. Yes, keep going. Go the full day. And then I noticed, wow, you know what? I actually feel better not having those things because I don't get the brain fog anymore. Maybe I'm just better off without them. And then I can have like drinks and stuff without it being sweet. Like I never thought that would ever happen. And then being able to manage my emotions, like being calm through the storm. That was a tricky one for me because anytime I felt overwhelmed or tired or stressed, any anxiety, I would just like reach for food without even like thinking about it too much. It was just such a impulsive habit. So I was able to break that pattern by realizing I could be calm even if I'm overwhelmed. I could be calm and not reach for food even if I was tired. Like just kind of sit with that emotion and be like, it's gonna be okay. Let's work through this. Let's come back to calm. Or, yeah, you're tired. So what? Just be with the tiredness. It'll eventually go away. Or maybe have something small to eat that's going to make me feel refreshed afterwards. Or maybe I'm dehydrated. Go drink some water. Or maybe I need to go for a walk. Maybe I need a break from my computer. That was another thing. If I was on my computer for too long, like working a lot and using a lot of brain power, I guess, like oh, I would just want all kinds of sugar. Broke that habit. And one of the things my mentor says is just being comfortable in the uncomfortable. Sometimes there was just work I had to do that I really didn't want to do. And I would have to like eat in order to just get that task done, like just to break off the edge. And now I'm like, no, you got this, girl. You can do the uncomfortable. Just be comfortable with it. You got this. You're golden. You don't need to reward yourself with food. Just reward yourself with doing whatever it needs to be done. It's not that bad. You're making it way out of control. Or what's the smallest next step that you have to take? Break it down. So I kind of talk myself through it. I'm always reaching for the better feeling thought. So the main points I want to give you, and I hope this resonates with you, is celebrate your celebrate yourself, like all the little successes. Like, yes, you woke up and you had a healthy breakfast, and now you're starting the day. You got this. Or, you've decided you want to stick to this calorie deficit so that you can achieve your goal weight, and you're going to just focus on sticking to those calories, sticking to your meal plan, what feels best for you, and you celebrate yourself. You celebrate for doing what your ideal meal plan looks like, or your exercise plan. One thing that I love to do is when I go to the gym, instead of listening to music, I listen to crowds cheering. Oh, it's so fun. You got to try it. So I even love going to the gym because I'm just cheering myself on the entire time. Like every rep and every set, I'm like, yes, girl, you got this. And isn't it so fun? Like when I don't know if you've ever been in like a fitness class where like the instructor's like, okay, we're gonna go hard now, and it gets really intense, and someone in the class is like, yes, wow. Doesn't it make it like way more fun when someone's like cheering through the hard? Like, yes, let's do this. So cheer yourself through the hard, or even through those small wins. It's so much fun. And look what happened. I got to my goal without even realizing it. And of course, interrupt those patterns that are holding you back. Look at like, what are your patterns that are keeping you stuck? Where are you slipping up? What are those inner conversations look like? How do you change those inner conversations? Have a plan for when your plans are not working. You need a plan for when you don't stick to your plan. What are you going to do to break yourself out of it? And then just keep practicing. I messed up so many times through those 2.5 months, but I got better and better at it. So I wasn't completely consistent with, my ideal, but now I am. And it's getting easier. And I still have slip ups here and there, but they're way less. And it's just nice to finally just be at my goal weight and maintain it. It's been like months now, and it feels easy because I've created those new habits, and I still cheer myself on for all the new goals that I want to create, all my future visions. I'm like, yes, girl, let's do this. So if this sounds like you and you want to take it a bit further and you need some coaching and guidance, I have a 6-week coaching experience I'm calling Celebrate. So you and I together, we just have a party for 6 weeks, getting you to your goal weight and maintaining it, breaking those habits, overcoming your blocks. It first starts with a one-on-one coaching call so we can define exactly what your ideal meal plan is, what your ideal exercise plan is. What are the blocks that you need to transform, and figuring out that plan, defining your epic vision. So you and I both know from the start, okay, what are we doing for these 6 weeks? What's our goal? Daily goals. And then I'm there for you every day for the 6 weeks through text messaging. I'll be sending you inspiring messages when you need it. I'll be holding you accountable daily, making sure you're hitting what you've defined for yourself, and cheering you on through the whole process. And helping you when and if you have some slip ups, because we're human and it happens. Just keeping you in that mindset, focused and going for it and believing in you. I know you can do it. And then there's also an online video course. There's 6 videos that dive deeper into the pattern interrupt, as well as things like like what's really causing fat loss rather than weight loss, because you don't want to lose muscle. So what are the things that you need to prioritize, especially in your nutrition and in your fitness, so that you're actually losing body fat and not just muscle? Like little things that I've learned along the way that'll just help so much more with slimming down to a body that you feel amazing in. And then at the end, we have one more coaching call, the toast, I'm calling it, to celebrate your wins and define your future vision. So all of this whole experience is valued at 5,500, but it's only $998. However, for today and tomorrow only, for fast action takers, you can get it for $498, which is a steal. My goodness. Because I want you to succeed. I've been wanting this for so long. For the longest time, I was like, I just want to manifest being in my body, stable, my best body, and then sharing it with others, because it's definitely needed in this world where there's so many weight loss drugs and injections and things. And if that's right for you and right for them, no judgment, like do your thing. But I truly believe with the right inner conversations, you can get there. You can transform your body for sure and get over all those limiting beliefs. And to make it even more amazing, how would you like to make money while achieving your goal weight? So there's an affiliate program where you could make 50% commission off the 6-week coaching experience, which will be offered for $998. So you can make $500 sharing your success online. If you want to do it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, just sharing your journey, where you're at, what's going on, or maybe even like the meals that you're prepping. People love the what I eat in a day or recipes, healthy recipes. So you could share whatever you want. And then you drop your affiliate link saying, this is the program I'm doing. This is the coach I'm working with. And if they're interested, you make some money. So just for an example, if you get maybe 2 people a month, that's $500 each. At $1,000 a month, you can make like an extra 12,000 a year, or 1,000 a month. And then I will be expanding this eventually to like group coaching and online programs where you could make affiliate commissions as well. So you could make even more money. So yes, and that's still included in the $498. I can help coach you on what you can post, what would be helpful to post, and yeah, get you set up with your affiliate links so you can make money while you're going through this experience. Or even you could do it after you've completed your 6-week. It's totally up to you. So you got the party planner, which is the one-on-one coaching call, the daily celebrations and access to me through text messaging. So I'm there with you every step of the way. VIP Lounge, which is the online course, and the ending coaching call, the toast, as well as the ability to make money while you're going to do this, all for $498. So this is the link to purchase the offer, and then I'll get in touch. We'll get in touch with you to schedule your first coaching call and go over your plan, and we'll get started right away. Thank you so much. This is a bigger manifestation that I want to have. I want to create a movement where people are celebrating, achieving, and getting to their best body, and then being able to maintain it, and then show others that it's all about the inner work first. Then all the strategies fall into place, like the action steps, and then the results, that they don't need to get all these side effects from other medicines and things like that. Like, it's the inner work first, and it's totally doable. Once you know that you got these patterns going on, you're aware of it, and then you can break them and practice and keep going, and then go to bigger goals. So I'm so excited. I hope you'll join me in this big movement that I'm about to create. This is just the start of it, and I'm very excited. So now I'm going to open it up for questions, comments, insights, or let me know in the chat if you have any questions, or in the comments if you're watching this recording. Questions, comments, insights. What was your biggest takeaway? And yeah, thank you.